Me dá sequência de peixe, mas quero que aguente meu sentadão.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a more of a longer training time video while reading you guys update because we hit 800 subscribers today, which is actually mind-blowing, and I just want to thank y'all so much for that. So I asked y'all on my Instagram what your dream updates were, and like usual, I'm going to be reading them out, so let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start at Druid Paddock. Also, if I seem like really fast, because I most likely am going to speed up the video some, because I'm like extremely laggy right now, and I won't look as laggy, and it won't annoy you as bad if I speed it up, but I might not speed it up, I don't know yet. Anyways, let's start with the first question. Dream update, my bad. So the first dream update is they really need to update Jasper big time. Okay, so I'm gonna have to disagree with you because Jasper's my favorite NPC player at the moment, and if they update Jasper, I might actually quit because Jasper's the only thing that's keeping me motivated into playing SSO right now. Trackner Old Gates must return. So I'm pretty sure the whole entire Star Stable community agrees with you, except for most likely SSO themselves. But I am going to have to agree with you, like, big time. I really want this update. It's not really an update. It's more of, like, fix what you've destroyed SSO. Because the Trackners were probably, like, the most unique, lovely gates in the game at the time when they had their old gates. That's really the only reason I bought a Trackner. I'm not attracted to my tractor whatsoever anymore. I'm honestly like the least biggest fan of the Trackner. And right at the moment, I'm tempted to sell my Trackner, but I'm waiting till we at least like get star coins from selling horses, or get like to see if we're gonna get the old gates back, because SSO completely ruined the Trackner and no one cares about them anymore. One time they actually had a protest going on Instagram about that. So SSO, if you're watching this, please change them back. Like, there's too many people requesting for this, and I really hope you're in the works of fixing them. Updated characters. There's a lot of people requesting for this update, and there's been rumors that SSO is currently in the oh my gosh, did I really just, oh my gosh, okay. And there's rumors going around that SSO is currently in the makings of updating the characters, but it's most likely going to take them like another year or so, just because that's a really big update, and really takes a lot of time because they have to update all the emotes and dances and everything along with it. In my opinion, I would, what's the flip? Okay, what? Okay, anyways, in my opinion, I wouldn't mind getting updated characters, but I'm confused on why no one likes the characters we have at the moment. I actually like them a lot, but, like, again, I just hope that we're not going to get disappointed by the new character but I'm pretty sure we'll be very impressed, just like how we all were with the Marwari. Our characters should be able to jump. So, I agree with you big time. Some people actually don't want our characters to be able to jump, and there's a lot of people saying how, what the flip? Oh my gosh, okay. You know what? I'm just going to do a different one. Okay. There's not a lot of people there. There's a few people saying that the horses should be the only one jumping because it's a horse game. But I feel like that doesn't affect our characters being able to jump. It just makes more sense, like, if we're doing a quest, or, like, if we're just traveling on foot, we should be able to jump, like, over logs or stuff like that. So I really hope when our characters get updated, that should be one of the updates that come with them, because I really want to be able to jump with my character. That would just be phenomenal. Swimming. Okay. I'm pretty sure everyone wants this update. I find it really unfair that we're not allowed to swim in the game. Yes, we have that little beach area where we can swim, but I don't even consider that swimming. We're legit just trotting our horses in water. No swimming animation, and we're going like turtle speed over here. I feel like we should get an update where we're allowed to swim in most areas. Obviously, if we go to like far out in the ocean, we'll get a notification like you're going too deep, return back to shore. But there's no like swimming bar. Like if you go any further, like the longer you're in the water, the higher it goes up. But instead, like the further out you go, the higher it will go up. And if you go out too far, it will just teleport you a few feet back, not all the way back to shore. And we definitely need an animation to like show that we are swimming in the water and at least being able to go at canter speed. And because I don't want to go, like if I'm doing the pony race and I want to go to Apple Grove, I don't want to go from the pony race all the way to the bridge or all the way to a trailer to get to like Starshine Ranch by using the trailer or like running across the bridge. I just want to jump across the river, which is extremely hard to do, and I think it's impossible. So SSO, please add this into the game. Being able to farm food for our horses. This is a very unique update idea, and I don't think I've heard anyone say this, so if you guys have, tell me, because I have never heard anyone say this update idea. But I think it's a great idea because buying food is just extremely expensive. So maybe SSO could like allow us to buy like seeds for like $10, but it would take a lot of work to farm our plants, and maybe we could get our own like farm and we could expand our farm with like star coins and stuff like as we do our home stable. And that would be so cool to be able to like make apples, like farm apples and wheat and hay and all that for our horses to be able to eat. And yeah, very unique update idea. Belly buttons. So I have noticed, and probably a whole bunch of more people have noticed, we do not have belly buttons in Star Stable. And I'm not sure why we aren't allowed to have belly buttons in Star Stable, because we need belly buttons. Like, it's just, we have a plain belly, and it just doesn't look realistic. So, like, if I'm wearing a crop top in Star Stable, I want to see a belly button. Also, oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. Also, I want toes. Even though I don't have any sandals, we should still be allowed to have toes in Star Stable. Generation 4 to be like Red Dead Redemption 2. Honestly, that would be really cool. I have thought about this update like a lot. The exact same way. Like, I keep saying to like my friends how SSO Generation 4 should be like Red Dead Redemption 2, because if you guys don't know what Red Dead Redemption 2 is, it is a game with extremely realistic like trees, features, and all that stuff. The horses look like real horses. Everything, like, it makes it look like you're in a real world. And SSO being able to do that, but like without all that crazy violent stuff, would be actually phenomenal, because I know so many people who currently want the game Red Dead Redemption 2 due to it having very realistic horses, because let's be honest, it's the most realistic horse game, well with the most realistic horses at least. It isn't based upon horse game, it's based upon fighting and all that, and it's just not appropriate for lower ages, and even for some people who are like even in their 16s, it's just not appropriate. And I would honestly love to have Red Dead Redemption 2 without all the violence, but with its realism, because that is just insane. But I'm going to be honest, from what SSO has given us in the game, I don't think they would be able to pull off that type of realism. But they are doing really well. It's just some of the things look like cartoonish, like the trees, for instance. But, anyways. Okay, next. So, the next one is achievement rewards. Okay. I definitely have been wanting achievement rewards for so long now. I think SSO added achievements about 1 or 2 years ago. I cannot remember. But achievements are absolutely useless when it comes to Star Stable achievements. There's no point in doing them. We're not achieving anything. And if we get bored in the game, I would definitely want to do achievements if we got rewards for them. Whether that's from simply a few shillings or to a whole bunch of Star Queens or pieces of clothing and tag. That would just be so much fun to do, and I know so many people would definitely start getting way more active on Star Stable if they were given the opportunity to get rewards from achievements. I am not going to make this jump. What am I doing? Okay. So, yeah, achievements are a big thing, and I really want a reward for that. Jobs or mini games to play for Jorvik shillings or Star Coins. I definitely agree. I've been wanting mini games in SSO for a really long time. Like, I want to have an actual fashion show game where it's like you can go and to like a little mini game hotkey, like near your mini map. That would be cool. And it would just give you a list of mini games, and you can tap or click on one of them, and it would put you in that game. And when the game gets enough players, you would start the game. And maybe we can get some shillings, of course, and maybe even Star Coins, and just a whole bunch of rewards. That would be really fun. Now, jobs would probably be a bit too much just because this is a horse game, but maybe we could do, like, a job a day for, like, a total of 30 minutes. That would be really fun. Like, we can work at the cafe or at the mall. And I would honestly really enjoy that. A lot of people enjoy that. And it's a great way to earn shillings or maybe even Star Coins. I want to be able to test the horses before I buy them. This is an update everyone has requested for a few years now. I think a year or two ago, even someone found in the game files like a little arena where you could test horses at. And that was like going around for then, and people really thought we were going to get test riding like in a month or so, but we never actually got that, and it's been like a year now. And honestly, I really want test riding because there's a lot of horses I regret buying, such as my Umbra. My Marwari horse, I don't regret buying it, but I really was unsure about it at first, and I would have loved to see the gates before I did buy it. And there's a lot of horses I want to buy in the future, but I'm just nervous that I'm going to regret it due to not knowing how it goes. And I know I can just watch videos on it, but that's not really from my perspective, and it's more hard to tell without me physically doing it myself. Dressage races. A lot of people have been wanting to have dressage, like legit dressage in Star Stable. Yes, of course, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of dressage clubs in the game, but I would prefer to be able to, like this Dream Update said, be able to do this as a race. And that would be really fun. That'd be a race that would probably get a lot of people doing because everyone wants to do dressage, and even hating training so much as it can be, I feel like there would be so many people doing this race every single day because there are so many Star Stable dressage fans out there. Tag and clothing. I really want this in the game, and I know so many other people want this. Like, if I were to go and do a survey about this, I bet you 100% of the people would say they wanted this in the game. That would just be so cool, especially with so many Star Stable artists out in the world. that would just be phenomenal, but of course it would have to be accepted by Star Stable before we were actually to wear it ourselves, because I don't want to see inappropriate saddle pads and stuff, or saddles and clothing on like shirts and stuff, because it's a horse game for younger audience. I wouldn't want to see that all over clothing. But there is a lot of ways that the system could work for customization, whether it's between like everyone customize their own piece of clothing or whatever, and people vote on which ones they want to be added to the game, like they previously did a few years ago. They allowed people to make their own t-shirts, and then the community would vote, or I think it was SSO that picked, I don't know, but they picked and those shirts got added into the game. SSO allowing us to vote on the next update. So I personally think this is a great idea, but it might get out of hand sometimes. But I do think that SSO should allow us to do this, because there are some updates that are just a complete failure, and then there can also be repeated multiple times, which, yeah, those are for events. But like, we used to get horses non-stop, which luckily we don't anymore, but maybe we could have voted like between a new horse or like a new quest, or maybe the community could like put up their own little update they wanted. Oh my gosh, help. Okay, their own little update that they wanted, and that whole entire server, like if you're on Frost Valley, you submitted your like an update for a vote, and Frost Valley could vote on which one they wanted, and then all the servers would get combined, and they would all vote on that update that got picked, and then maybe we could get that update as like an update for that month. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for 800 subscribers. Pandasea and Pals applications are now opened, and they are in my description. Pandasea and Pals is a team that helps me with my YouTube channel, so if you're interested, go ahead and apply, and you'll have a pretty big chance of getting entered in. Also, I am just so happy right now because, again, we got 800 subscribers today, and I'm on the road to 1K. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. Next video, I'll be doing a shout out, so like, subscribe, and comment done in the comments, and maybe you'll get a shout out. So, bye guys.